as I give you the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team for 2012, the Magnificent Seven, the Red Arrows. The team is led by Red 1 squadron leader Jim Turner, who's just called them into 7-arrow formation. The jets now close up to be about 8 feet apart as they form one big red arrow a mile above us in the sky. Jim is a former Jaguar weapons instructor and Jaguar display pilot. While it's his first year leading the team, he previously flew as a Red Arrow from 2005 to 2007 and was part of the Synchro pair. As the smoke comes on, the team are forming shuttle formation. The 4 aircraft on the wings now drop back to be the Red 6's jet directly behind the leader. While they're in this position further back, they still fly references from Red 1's aircraft and just trust that the jet only 6 feet away is in the correct place. So from your right hand side now, the shuttle roll. Of the formation as we look tail on is Red 5 squadron leader Martin Higgins. Higgy is the team's executive officer and has rejoined this year, having previously flown from 2005 to 2007. He's a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 pilot with operational experience in Iraq and as the commander of the air defence flight in the Falkland Islands. With the smoke on now, you can see the wings have straightened to form a formation we call flanker. And those outside pilots have to anticipate their control inputs to keep the wings straight. So they use the cadence in Red 1's voice commands.
Left 1, goes. Coming. Left. Now. Hold it up, back. Now. Right. Good.
Brilliant.
As the smoke comes on, Red 1 has called the team into Phoenix formation for an emotional part of this year's routine. When they present Phoenix, Reds 4 and 5 on the outside of the formation will smoke red to remember our lost friends and colleagues, Flight Lieutenant John Egging and Flight Lieutenant Sean Cunningham, who were both tragically killed in separate accidents last year. We miss them very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our memorial bend for Eggman and Sean. Continuing with the theme of remembrance, this year has seen the long-awaited unveiling of the memorial to the Royal Air Force and Commonwealth aircrew from Bomber Command who lost their lives during World War II. The memorial in Green Park in London honours the 55,573 young men who at an average age of 22 and all as volunteers lost their lives for our freedom. So now in Vixen formation to our right hand side with some red, white and blue. This is our own tribute to the personnel of Bomber Command.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. On the bottom of the formation there with white smoke is one of our first year pilots, Red 4, Flight Lieutenant James McMillan. McZee was born in the UK but moved to New Zealand at the age of 10 and eventually joined the Royal New Zealand Air Force. He transferred to the Royal Air Force in 2002 and became a Hawk flying instructor and Harrier GR9 pilot. With the smoke on now, the team are forming our largest formation shape. Those 4 aircraft on the wings now drop back to be a Beam Red 7's jet at the very back of the formation. But just remember, they're still flying references on the lead aircraft right at the front. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Concorde. The second jet from the right, as we look tail on, is flown by another of our first-year pilots, Red 2 Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert. Pert's another former Hawk flying instructor and was the solo Hawk display pilot in 2006. After that, he flew the Harrier GR9, flying operationally in Afghanistan before joining the Red Arrows this year. With the smoke on now, the team are reforming that shuttle formation that you saw in the first roll at the start of the show. And as they roll out to our left 45 degrees, get your cameras ready for a great photo opportunity. The jets pull up there at 400 miles an hour, 4G. As they slow down to about 120 miles an hour, you can see they've reformed that one big red arrow 6,000 feet above us. I said it's been a very big year for Great Britain. We like to think we represent the very best of British. If you're feeling a little bit patriotic this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a massive round of applause for Her Majesty the Queen and Great Britain. Immediately to the left of the leader is the last of our first-year pilots, Red 3 Flight Lieutenant Mike Child. Chikey's another former Hawk flying instructor and was the solo Hawk display pilot in 2007. More recently, he's been flying the Typhoon, the Royal Air Force's newest fighter, where his duties have been on quick reaction alert, protecting the airspace of the UK and the Falkland Islands. Out to our right, the team have formed a diamond. With 7 aircraft, we call this Short Diamond, and this is the Short Diamond Roll. The aircraft there, 2,500 feet above us, at 400 miles an hour, and only 6 feet away from each other. That's the end of the first half of the display, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen close formation flown in a rather dynamic fashion.
Oh, mate.
We're now going to change the tempo as we show you how the Hawk can perform. The Red Arrows fly the BAE Systems Hawk T1, which was designed as an advanced jet and weapons trainer and has been in service with the Royal Air Force since 1976. It's very agile and precise, and we're about to show you why all of us pilots love to fly it. Out to the front, you can see the front 5 aircraft are straightening. That's Reds 1 to 5, who we call Enid, after Enid Blyton's famous 5.
Well, I'm watching
them. The synchro pair are tucked in behind. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready.
I'm watching them now.
The team roll out, the smoke comes on for the detonator.
No, they're over Solwell now. You can hear them, yeah? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. On the left, Red 6 is Synchro Leader Flight Lieutenant Ben Blank. He's another former Hawk flying instructor and Harrier GR9 pilot. It's his 3rd year with the Red Arrows.
They start descending now. Synchro will be flying at 100.